Good day, Tamers. Welcome back to another reveal episode with me, Agito Swiftly. Now we're going to go over the Stingmon side of the Imperial stuff that we saw yesterday. I think it's really good. I'm really looking forward to trying this stuff out. DinoBeemon becomes more of an aggressive threat, which I think is really cool. But if you take just a second to subscribe or like the video if you're new here or just enjoy the content, on our way to 1,000 subscribers hopefully by the end of the year. Fingers crossed, maybe possibly. And leave a comment. Let us know what you guys' thoughts are on this deck, these cards, my presenting skills, and we'll see you guys further in the video for Wormmon. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with Imperial in its name or free, in its traits, and 1 Tema card with Ken Ichijoji in its name from amongst them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Inherited. End of your turn. You may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and 1 of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand by playing its DNA Digivolve cost, which is 0. Again, what this means is you'll DNA a 4 and a 4 into a 5. Obviously, there are other things that do work with end of turn DNA, but they have their own things looking at UXamon. Personally, I am considering using this, the Veemon, and the ST9 Veemon in there, because you have access to 3 searchers, depending on how good the Ken is, or depending on how early you get a Davis, or either the Davis that you want on the field. Might be worth using. Otherwise, a lot of people are looking at this and saying not really. I do think, though, that the end of turn inherited effect is just so powerful. If you've got access to it constantly, it's really good. If 2/3 of your rookies have access to this ability, you're going to be using it as much as possible. Now, you could also go, well, maybe you don't want that many, but you want the Searcher from ST9, you want the Veemon from BT12, and then maybe you want something like the EX1 Veemon, so when you swing and unsuspend, you can get yourself a memory. That's fairly good. I do think that the old Peldrum is still pretty cool for this deck. But speaking, I'm going to try this out. I think it's really cool. It is a common, so it's not like you're going to be missing out if you buy a box or 2. So, give things a try, see how things fit, see how this enjoys. Stingmon. Your turn. When this Digimon would DNA Digivolve into a blue Digimon card, gain 1 memory. Inherited effect. Your turn. Well, this Digimon has Imperial in its name or free. In its traits, it gains piercing. Thank the Lord. This card's fantastic. There's not much to say. We all presumed it was going to have the piercing because we had the jamming with the last one. So obviously they're getting the traits of the EX, Sting, and V. So really cool in my opinion. It's also gaining the same ability that the EX had, which is when it Digivolves, you gain a memory, which is why this is going to be really interesting. If you start at 2 memory on your side of the field, you move out a level 4 from the field, play either the green or the blue that you need, you will then DNA Digivolve, obviously if you got the same title card on the field, into your Dino or Pale, and you go from there, you go back to your turn, 0, and you just start slapping faces. I think this is going to be more aggressive than people think it was going to be. But it's a very cool card, and gaining piercing is really cool. And then we have DinoBeemon. DNA Digivolve 1 blue level 4 and 1 green level 4. When Digivolving, if DNA Digivolving, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon. And then this Digimon gets 3000 DP for the turn. Then this Digimon can attack your opponent's Digimon. Awesome. You also have piercing, because you'll probably have the piercing Stingmon in your traits, as well as the jamming Veemon in your traits. Your turn once per turn, when your Digimon with Imperial in its name, or free, in its traits, deletes 1 of your opponent's Digimon by battle, trash the top card of your security stack. If you use the Davis effect that we saw yesterday to go into Imperial on the swing, you will gain the your turn once per turn effect, which is, you're going to delete something, you get the trash, and then you get to the piercing effect into security. Really cool, if you ask me. Again, it's a your turn effect and not a when attacking effect. Otherwise, you'd have missed the timing, which is always really important because your turn effects are kind of tricky like that. Most of the really good ones are normally when attacking, so you have to miss the timing so they don't become too oppressive. But not this one. This one just likes to go pop, 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 pop. From what I can tell in the last couple of sets, popping security is kind of the new big thing in this game, which makes sense because Bandai has essentially said since the beginning of the game, we do not like security control. We do not like aggressive decks that basically stop you from playing the game because they'll just run 30 options and you have to run 30 plus Digimon just to try and win the game, and it's nearly impossible. So I do like the fact that popping and trashing security is the new big thing, but this is because I'm more of an aggro combo player as opposed to a security control player. Although control decks aren't always boring, it's only boring if they are a roof over ground, never dying. And then the last card for today, because we didn't get Ken. Might get Ken tomorrow, so maybe I'll do a quick short if we do get Ken. Spiking Strike. Main. One of your opponent's Digimon gains, on deletion, trash the top card of your security until the end of your opponent's next turn. Then, if you have a blue Digimon in play, you may play one level 4 or lower green Digimon card with 3 in its traits from your hand without paying its memory cost. Security. Activate this card's main effect. Now, this is fairly good if you've had to throw down like one of the level 4s early, or you've moved out, you've digivolved past the turn because you could do anything else, or even moving out of the raising area, spending 3, doing this effect, throwing down your, in this case, beautiful Stingmon. And then end of turn effect happens and you digivolve up into your new beautiful weird demonic form, either Pale or DinoBeemon. This does cost 1 less to do that, and then you're also getting yourself the option to now strike into your opponent's Digimon and wag that finger and be like, naughty, naughty. Security effect happens possibly, for instance, let's say your opponent is swinging in with something that has 2 checks. This is the first check. Second check, they hit something in security. They die, and that way they actually lose the security as well, and you will also get to play a level 4 or lower green Digimon card if you do have a blue Digimon in play. Not the weirdest thing in the world, but could happen. But that is it for today. I think these cards are fantastic with the X laser thing from yesterday and Spike Strike today. All these cards are looking really good. I do think that Paldemon's going to have a very good contention to being probably one of the best, if not the best deck in the meta, just for how strong it is. You can almost turn 1 OTK. Realistically, you are doing like 5 hits a turn, and then you just have to survive another turn to sort of get through. But yeah, that seems to be the kind of thing. You can maybe play 1 or 2 Omnimon Blitzes in this deck just to sort of hold onto a card, and that way, if you do get all 5 down on 1 turn, you can blitz the game. But right now, from what I can see, it's really awkward. Unless they get like a Paladin mode that has Blitz and is a free type rather than a vaccine type, I don't really see there's much they can do. Yeah, they're in a very weird situation where they are themselves not really going to be having a level 7 power spike. But to be honest, their level 6 fighter mode is just ridiculous. It's steroid power creep on wheels, and I love it. But that's it for today, guys. Thanks for being here. Not to be that guy again, but if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel, as we do really appreciate it here. We are on the way to 1,000, as I said earlier. But again, it's all down to you guys if we make it or break it, and I think you guys are going to make us make it. So we'll see you hopefully again for a Friday video. I don't know what's coming out. Depending on what's going to go on, it might just be a hybrid video, because we know we're getting more hybrids. We've got the blues, we've got the black line already, which is half purple. So yeah, hopefully get some new cool stuff. We know we're going to get some red stuff eventually, which I have no idea what they're putting in that deck, because that deck is just steroided already. So yeah, I look forward to whatever they can do with that deck.